really, it came into this sort of being of working together on this really great opportunity for international work and exhibition. So I was going to start with Sabre and talk about what it meant to you, and why was it something that you wanted to do, to work at the Biennale, to show work there, because you were very open to it when I presented the idea to you.
I think it's because I was friends with Dennis Campe, who is now passed, and we were talking about careers and opportunities, and I had already shown at Art Miami for 3 different years, and we had always said that getting more eyeballs on your work is a good thing, regardless of what's involved, the hurdles and what you have to do in order to make that happen. And so I had asked him back in, I think probably 2015, what is involved in showing at the Venice Biennale, and how did you do that? And he said, well, it's by invitation. And I was like, wow, that's really extraordinary. And he's like, yeah, it was a wonderful experience. So I'd already had that seed in my mind, and just never really felt that I'd ever be asked to have the opportunity to do it. And similarly, when we talked about when I was juried into going and showing its scope, you know, I called him and said, what do you think? And he's like, when are you ever going to get this many people to see your work? You've got to do it. And I think that's really what it comes down to, is that you can't think of the hurdles, you have to think of the end game. And I think that that's really what was important to me, is being able, like I said, to experience it in a different way. And, you know, obviously the hurdles of being international, you know, something I'd never experienced before. I learned a lot. And I think that's the other thing, is that we have to grow our practice not only from an artistic standpoint, but also from the business lens. And I think that's what this was about, is learning all of the ins and outs of getting work all the way over to Italy, which is, it's interesting.
I think there's nothing like international art shipping.
Yeah, it's really its own beast.
Yeah.